If you're over 60 and your erections aren't as reliable as they were even 3 years ago, there are 3 daily habits that may be quietly damaging your blood flow right now, and most men have no idea they're doing them. This isn't about testosterone injections, it's not about aging, and it's not about needing a pill. In my experience working with men over 60, erection decline is rarely sudden. It's gradual, subtle, almost invisible at first, until one day you realize it takes longer, it's less firm, it doesn't last, or it's inconsistent. And here's the uncomfortable truth. In many cases, the damage isn't happening in the bedroom, it's happening at breakfast, at your desk, at night, during routines that feel completely harmless. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 daily habits that directly weaken nitric oxide signaling, reduce arterial responsiveness, and accelerate vascular aging after 60. One of them suppresses blood flow within hours, one stiffens arteries over time, and one quietly lowers testosterone without most men realizing it. But first, let me explain something critical. After 60, erections become less forgiving. When you're 35, your vascular system can compensate. When you're 60 plus, it cannot. The arteries supplying erectile tissue are extremely small. That means even slight endothelial dysfunction reduces performance. Now here's the encouraging part. If daily habits are contributing, daily adjustments can reverse direction, but only if you recognize what's happening. Let me ask you something. Have your morning erections become less frequent? That's usually the first vascular warning sign. Morning erections are reflex-driven. They depend on healthy nitric oxide signaling. When they decline, it often means blood flow efficiency is weakening. And the 3 habits we're about to discuss directly impact that system. Let's begin with habit 1. This is something most men consider normal, even healthy, but after 60, it may be one of the most underestimated contributors to vascular decline. Let's start with habit 1, and this one surprises almost everyone. Habit 1. Prolonged sitting without daily vascular activation, not lack of exercise. Sitting. After 60, prolonged sitting becomes more damaging than most men realize. Here's why. When you sit for extended periods, 6, 8, 10 hours per day, blood flow velocity drops. Lower velocity means lower shear stress on the arterial walls, and shear stress is what stimulates nitric oxide production. Without shear stress, endothelial cells become less active. Less nitric oxide is released. Less nitric oxide means weaker arterial dilation. Weaker dilation means reduced blood filling when it matters. Now here's something critical. You can go to the gym for 45 minutes, but if you sit the remaining 10 hours of the day, endothelial responsiveness still declines. This is called vascular deconditioning. After 60, recovery from that deconditioning is slower. I've seen men who believed they were active because they exercised 3 times per week, but they sat most of the day. Once they added 20-30 minutes of brisk walking daily, standing breaks every hour, light post-meal movement. Within 6 to 8 weeks, they reported more frequent morning erections, stronger rigidity, improved energy because blood flow became reactive again. Movement is not optional after 60, it's vascular maintenance. Now let's move to habit 2, and this one happens mostly at night. Most men consider it harmless. Some even consider it healthy, but chronically, it suppresses nitric oxide and disrupts hormonal balance. Habit 2. Nightly alcohol use. I'm not talking about occasional social drinking. I'm talking about routine. 2 drinks every night, wine with dinner daily, beer before bed. Here's what alcohol does physiologically. Short term, it relaxes blood vessels temporarily. Long term, it increases oxidative stress inside the endothelium. Oxidative stress destroys nitric oxide. Even if your body produces nitric oxide, alcohol reduces how much survives. Now add sleep disruption. Alcohol fragments REM and deep sleep cycles. Deep sleep is when testosterone production peaks. Lower sleep quality over months leads to lower testosterone output. Lower testosterone reduces libido, but it also reduces vascular responsiveness. Now here's what I've observed clinically. Men who reduce nightly alcohol, even without eliminating it completely, often see stronger morning erections within weeks, improved consistency, better overall energy, because they removed a nightly suppressor. Now here's something important. This isn't about moral judgment, it's about physiology. After 60, the body becomes less tolerant of daily stressors. What was harmless at 40 becomes impactful at 65. But we're not done. The third habit is the most overlooked. It doesn't feel unhealthy, it doesn't feel damaging, but over time, it stiffens arteries and reduces blood flow efficiency. In the next section, I'll explain habit 3 and why it may be the silent accelerator of erection decline after 60. Now let's talk about habit 3, and this is the most underestimated of all. Habit 3, chronic high sugar. Refined carbohydrate intake. This isn't about occasional dessert, it's about daily patterns. Sweetened breakfast cereals, white bread, pastries, sugary snacks, sweetened coffee drinks, frequent refined carb meals. After 60, glucose metabolism becomes less efficient, even in men who are not diabetic, and here's why that matters for erections. High blood sugar, even mildly elevated repeatedly, damages the endothelium. Remember, the endothelium is the inner lining of your blood vessels. It's responsible for producing nitric oxide. When blood sugar spikes frequently, oxidative stress increases. Inflammation rises. Nitric oxide production decreases. Arterial stiffness accelerates. This process is gradual. You don't feel it, but over years, vascular responsiveness declines. Now here's something most men don't realize. The penile arteries are extremely sensitive to early endothelial damage. That's why erection changes can appear before major cardiovascular symptoms. It's often the first warning sign of metabolic strain. I've had patients with normal labs, but consistently high normal fasting glucose. Once they reduced, refined carbohydrates, added sugars, late-night snacking, and focused on protein-rich breakfasts, fiber intake, stable blood sugar patterns. Within 2 to 3 months, they reported more reliable erections, stronger morning response, improved stamina because nitric oxide production stabilized. Now here's the critical insight. These 3 habits compound each other. Sitting reduces shear stress. Alcohol increases oxidative stress. High sugar damages endothelial function. Together, they create cumulative vascular decline. After 60, that cumulative effect shows up quickly. But here's the empowering part. Because these habits are daily, the correction can also be daily. Small, consistent changes can reverse trajectory. Now, I want to make something clear. If erection changes are sudden or severe, medical evaluation is important. But in gradual decline cases, which are most common after 60, lifestyle-driven endothelial dysfunction is often a major contributor, and it is modifiable. In the final section, I'll show you exactly how to correct all 3 habits in a realistic weekly structure, without extreme dieting, extreme workouts, or drastic changes. Because sustainability determines outcome. Now let's bring this together in a practical way. You don't need extreme interventions, you need consistent correction. Here's a simple weekly framework to counteract the 3 damaging habits. Step 1. Daily vascular activation. Every single day. 20-30 minutes of brisk walking, or 2 15-minute walks, or light resistance training plus walking. And this is critical. Break up sitting time. Every 60 minutes, stand and move for 2 to 3 minutes. It sounds small, but that movement restores shear stress, which restores nitric oxide signaling. Step 2. Alcohol reset. If you drink nightly, reduce frequency first. Go from 7 nights per week to 3-4. Then evaluate. Notice sleep quality, morning firmness, energy levels. Most men are surprised how quickly vascular responsiveness improves once nightly oxidative stress decreases. Step 3. Blood sugar stabilization. This doesn't mean no carbs. It means eliminate daily refined sugar, Avoid liquid sugar calories. Eat protein at breakfast. Add fiber at lunch and dinner. Stable blood sugar protects the endothelium. And protected endothelium means better nitric oxide signaling. Now let's talk timeline. Weeks 2-4. Improved energy. Slight improvement in morning erections. Better sleep. Weeks 4-8. Increased consistency. Stronger rigidity. Faster response. Weeks 8-12. Noticeable vascular improvement. Greater confidence. Reduced performance variability. Not because of magic, because of restored physiology. After 60, erections become a reflection of vascular health. They are a barometer, not a separate system. When blood flow improves, function improves. Now let me say something important. Many men believe that decline after 60 is inevitable. That's not accurate. It becomes more sensitive to lifestyle, yes. But sensitivity means responsiveness. Change the input. You change the output. Now I'd like to ask you, which of these 3 habits do you think has been impacting you most? Sitting too long? Nightly alcohol? Refined sugar patterns? Let me know in the comments. And if this explanation helped you understand the root cause instead of just chasing symptoms, consider subscribing. On this channel, I focus on physiology-driven solutions for men over 60. Because strength after 60 isn't about denial, it's about intelligent maintenance. And maintenance is power. I'll see you in the next video.